you, California.
Alright, what's up guys? Got Dave here, and I just wanted to show you a little mod that I just finished putting on my Grom. And I am always floored on this bike, and so I just noticed recently that Kitaco sells a different throttle tube for this bike. Is the packaging that it came in. It was just in this thing. I actually ordered it online, and it came from Japan. And I can't really read Japanese, but it says Grom 10%, and then PCX or PCX 150 15%. And what it is the spacing on the where the two cables go, or the diameter of this or something, is different, and it makes it, instead of having to turn the throttle like all the way and tweak my wrist in order to floor the Grom, I just barely have to move it now. I mean, it used to be like a bunch of turning, and now look, it's just barely anything to hit floored, and that's going to be awesome. So less than $10, and it's, I guess, according to this paper, it's 10% reduction, you know, so it's 10% less movement, so you're only having to twist it 90% of what you used to have to twist it to. So this should be good, and I'm gonna go test it out right now. And so if you don't hear from me, that's probably because my throttle's stuck and I went head on into something. No, I'm just kidding. It's a relatively easy mod. You know, it's just two cross point screws, and that splits this, and you can take out this tube, and you could put in the other tube. The only thing that you have to do in order to get the new tube in is right under here is the throttle body. And without even taking off the plastic, you can kind of get under there, and you can loosen that nut where the cable goes in, and you have to loosen the lock nut and then tighten the other one down, and that gives some play in the cable. I don't know if you can see that. Let me use my flashlight. That's what you got to do. You got to reach in there, just loosen that little, it's a 10mm nut, and then screw that thing down to give yourself some extra cable. And then you can swap that tube out and then just readjust it so that you take the play back out of the throttle tube. And that's it. I mean, it's pretty easy, and the part didn't even come with instructions. That's how easy it is. Dude, this thing is awesome. This little freaking throttle tube. Best $10 I've ever spent on this Grom. It actually makes it feel faster. It's an illusion, but it definitely makes it feel a little bit faster, just because I don't have to twist it as much for like how much throttle I'm getting. You know, like I barely twist it and I'm freaking floored, and I'm like, wow, this thing's fast. And it's funny because it's actually the opposite of what I did when I first got the RC8. Like when I first got the RC8, that bike was like so high performance that like you barely freaking twitch your right hand, and you're like, holy crap. And so what I did is I put a throttle tube on there that actually made it so I had to twist it more to get full throttle, you know, so I actually had more articulation out of the twist throttle, where this is the opposite. This is 10% less twist to get to floored, and that's exactly what I needed for the Grom. And I gotta recommend Kitaco. They're like the most awesome brand, and they're like actually in Japan, and they make stuff for like the MSX 125 and the Grom and stuff like that. And this throttle tube actually came from Japan, and it took about, I probably ordered it 2 weeks ago. It took a long time to get here. I think it came by boat, but it is here and it's installed, and I gotta say, man, for less than $10, it is definitely an awesome mod to make to this Grom, because it makes it feel so much better riding it, because the majority of the time I'm riding this bike, I'm floored. So now I just got to put my grip back on, and then screw my bar end mirror back on, and that's it. Done deal. So just figured I would show you this mod, this new thing that I've done to my Grom now. And I think it's pretty cool, especially for $10. It's really cool. So it should be a lot nicer to ride this bike around floored now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Peace. Damn.